Amazing. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the exploring careers in interior design. So I'm Hannah Salisbury. I am a lecturer and course leader for interior design, as well as a practicing interior designer. And today we're going to talk about what interior design really is, the career opportunities it can lead to, and how creativity and design thinking can shape the spaces we live, work, and play in. So, have you ever thought about interior design as a career? Have you ever thought about how the spaces you walk into are created? And do you want to design spaces like this that are sleek, modern, entice you in, make you want to spend your money, whether it's in hospitality, or make you want to work more because this is your working space? Or this? Iconic restaurants that stand the test of time, that are known in multiple design books, and you would be the designer that is known to create this piece of design in history. So what actually is interior design? Now, long gone are the days of changing rooms, where that initially gave interior design a little bit of a bad rap. We are so much more than changing rooms. It's more than just making spaces look nice. It's about functionality, well-being, storytelling, and experiences. Some of the project examples that you guys could work on are designing co-working spaces for creativity, retail spaces that influence how people shop. So, for example, spaces like IKEA are designed in a really specific way to ensure you spend as much money as possible. Most retail spaces are done in that way. So that includes psychology design as well. Hospitality interiors that create emotion and atmosphere. Have you ever been in a space where you just don't like it in there? You don't want to spend any more money. You don't get a good vibe from that area, that room. So you decide to go to another environment. That is all down to the design and the spaces that have been created. Interior environments of automotive environments, such as planes, boats, and cars as well. There are so many remits, and you'll see so many more as we go through this talk. So interior design shapes how we feel and behave in spaces. It's psychological, it's business, it's art, and architecture all combined into one. So how can you guys get started in interior design before getting a job or a degree? Well, my tips to you guys is to start noticing those spaces around you. Go into those cafes, your classrooms, or shops, and ask yourself, what is working about this space and what doesn't? What do you like about it? What would you have done different? Create a Pinterest board or a mood board of spaces that inspire you. By doing this, you're going to start noticing different design elements that you may not necessarily known before. You may start figuring out what design style you like the most and what you don't. Experiment with free design tools such as SketchUp, Canva, AI board generators. You guys are a lot more fortunate than we were. We had Sims to start our design career with. You guys have got SketchUp and all of these amazing softwares to start creating ideas yourself. Visit as many design fairs and exhibitions and architectural design open days as you can. They are normally free or with a really small design fee. These spaces will really inspire you and motivate you. You'll start seeing the history behind the design, hearing about the designers, and this can create a lot more motivation within yourself in starting a design career. Use social media to your advantage. So follow design studios on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or any other social platform that I'm probably far too old to understand right now. But there are so many design stories out there that designers post. You'll see them going to site visits. You'll see them working on the before and the after of a project. You'll see them working on a multitude of different projects, whether that's residential, high-end, low-end design, property developers, etc. And if possible, try and shadow a local designer on a voluntary role or ask for a virtual chat to get as much inspiration as possible. And finally, read as many interior design books and magazines as you absolutely can. I have them everywhere. And you gain so much knowledge and understanding of the designers behind each design, looking at projects, how their concept was created and finished. And then finally, by doing all of this, you'll be able to find out who inspires you, what inspires you, and why. So where can interior design take you as a career pathway? Well, there is more than just being interior design and working on pretty projects. There are so many roles that you can work on, which we're about to delve into. So we have commercial interiors, which is offices, hotels, restaurants, retail, spas, yoga studios. You know, the options are endless. We have residential design, and that can be private high end, or that can be working with property developers as well. We have exhibition and event design, set designs for TV, film and theatre, 3D visualization and rendering, sustainable design and consultancy, lighting or furniture design, brand and experience design. And interior designers can move into creative direction, such as brand design or spatial strategy. Just because you've started your first design role in residential doesn't mean you can move to a studio that does hospitality, doesn't mean you can move on to a studio that works in interior yacht design. You learn the core basics of interior design, and it's interchangeable across multiple sectors. So design thinking is now valued by most tech, retail estate, and sustainability sectors as well. So I tried to think of as many job roles that I know our design degrees can get you into. So we've got core interior design roles such as interior designer, interior architect, space planner, workplace designer, exhibition and event designer, kitchen designer, bathroom designer, set designer, furniture designer, FF&E, 3D visualization and CAD technician, and design project management. You can move into education and management consultancies, such as being a design lecturer, design studio manager, client liaison or account manager, freelance interior designer, boutique studio founder, which grows into a large studio, home styling business owner, online interior consultant. You can also move into the architectural and construction route. So you can be an architectural assistant, design coordinator, CAD or BIM technician, property stager, a show home designer, retail or commercial fit out specialist, design consultant. You can then move into transport, marine and aviation. So automotive interior design, so super fast sports cars, yachts and super yacht interior designers. If any of you watch Below Deck, that is quite inspirational as a designer. Aviation, cabin interior design, so private yachts, but also, not yachts, private jets or commercial airlines. And finally, transport design consultant as well. And then finally, looking into the digital and visual media sector. So interior writer and journalist, a design blogger or content creator, design editor or editorial assistant, PR and communications for design brands, copywriter for design and lifestyle, and trend and style forecaster and reporter. Now, that was many as I could fit on one page and try and think of, but there are probably most likely more roles that you can enter into. Now, let's talk about the money. Let's think about the type of salaries that you guys could be working on a midweight to senior role. So again, this is all taken off public sectors, and they will all change depending on a studio size and popularity and location. So an average senior designer can be anywhere between 46 to 60. A senior architect can be 50 to 66. So these all have route to progress higher as well. Senior CAD technician or designer tech is 48 on average. A senior automotive interior designer is 47,000, and senior aviation project interior designer aviation is around 48 to 72,000. Super yacht or super yacht interior designer is around 50 to 70, but again, this is all dependent on the studio size and location as well. So what do employers look for when they're looking for an interior designer? So they want to see strong design thinking. They want to know that you've got an understanding of why behind every design choice. It's not just about picking trends and colors that are hot right now. It's about thinking about the designer's needs, is their brief, the client, the target audience, that are using that space, creating designs that last the test of time and aren't just retail hot designs where they're really popular for 2 years and then that whole design scheme runs out of fashion and then you have to restart again in 2 years' time. It's about concept development and storytelling, using digital skills such as SketchUp, AutoCAD, Photoshop, Revit, AI rendering tools as well have become a lot more popular in the recent years. Teamwork and communication. You'll be working with a team to create these large, big projects. It's very rare they'll be working solo. Portfolio presentation, so showing your process, not just the final outcome, and out the box thinking. We don't want just designs that are safe, that anybody could create. We want people that are creative and are not scared to push the boundaries in design. And finally, spatial planning skills. So making sure that spatial plan works for the users, is smooth and clear, and is one of the biggest elements that we spend most of our time working on as designers. So creative ideas are your currency portfolio, and your portfolio, is your passport. Now, let's talk about studying interior design. So what does a degree give you? It gives you structure, mentorship, and industry connections. At Falmouth, our focus is commercial design, blending creativity, technical details, and business thinking. Students learn to design from real-world experiences, from current or past practicing designers that work on our course. We teach you how to pitch ideas and understand the full design process. At Falmouth, you are supported by current or past practicing designers with a wealth of knowledge and connection. And we push and encourage you to think broader and bigger, as well as learning all the relevant technical skills so you thrive in the industry and don't drown. We don't just design spaces, we design experiences that move people. Now, let's look at some alumni that have done the course. So a lot of these are second year and third years. We've had Luca, who is our first graduate. He was the second place winner of our graduate competition. And he has launched his own visualization business in second year and has already gained multiple clients. We have Libby. Libby gained a job in second year working for a well-known TV designer for a landscape and design company, and also won third place of our graduate competition. We have Ivana, who got an interior design role in second year and upon graduation set up her own freelance business and landed her first freelance role working with a design firm on a boutique hotel. Gabriella was working hard from second year and she managed to get internship roles with a live design project, a role intended for recent graduates only, that didn't stop her in the second year and didn't stop Gabriella from applying. And now a year later, Gabriella has spent the past 12 months sharing design projects with a program while studying her third year. And finally, upon graduation, she has now gained a full-time interior design role. And finally, first place is Bree, first place winner of our design competition. And she has now been taken on as a full-time employee of our large-scale designer that was a part of our design competition. So what I'm trying to say is by sharing these alumni stories is that the most successful designers are the ones who stayed curious and weren't afraid to think differently and finally put themselves out there. So final thoughts. We want you to always design boldly. There is no design rules essentially within the design world. Interior design is about having the courage to take risks and explore ideas, which Falmouth will always push you to do. Every creative journey starts with curiosity. You don't have to know exactly what you want to be. You just need to start creating and see where that journey takes you. When applying at Falmouth Interiors Online, we focus on your portfolio and your passion for design rather than your prior grades. Great designers aren't born, they are made through observation, experimentation, passion, and determination. If you guys want to know more about our course and our university, we have 2 Instagram pages, Interior Design Online .Falmouth, and the course leader is Hannah Loves Design. So thank you very much for listening, and I really hope to hear or speak to you soon.